Time now for the Texas Farm Bureau Insurance Play of the Week, and it's none other than Kaedric Cobbs, rumbling in for 6 of Geyer's 60 points. He finished with 216 rushing yards, 2 touchdowns, and a whopping 6 two-point conversions. Who needs a kicker, right? And we're joined now in the studio by the stars of week number 1 from that electrifying backfield of Denton Geyer, their great quarterback Eli Stowers, and Kaedric Cobbs, the running back. And guys, so good to have you here. And Eli, thank you so much for letting us in on your world on game day. It was so much fun. How were you able to focus with our cameras following you around all day?
Yeah, I mean, it was definitely a new experience having the cameras follow me everywhere. You know, I tried my best to try to ignore it and just try to be myself as much as possible. And, obviously we had a really big game that day. And, I just tried my best to, focus on the game and focus on the team and focus on winning the football game. So.
Now, Kaedric, you weren't able to play in the game last year, and you guys were shut out. Let's see what you said after this big win over Aledo in the Baylor Scott and White Health game diagnosis.
Me personally, I just wanted to run hard. Like you said, I missed this game last year, so it was a personal thing. They got a great running back over there, so anytime I get to face off against someone like him, I take it personal and I want to outperform him.
What a great game of running backs. You were going up against Jace McClellan, who's going to the University of Oklahoma. As you look at him in that matchup, how did you motivate yourself before this one?
Well, I'm a competitor, and I want to be the best at everything I do, whether that's in school or on the football field. But more specifically with Jace, I had pictures of him on my mirror, on the back of my bedroom door, in my locker room. He was everywhere I went. Everywhere I went, I wanted to see his face, because in every publication, he's ranked higher than me in everything. Nationally ranked running back, he's ESPN 300. Oklahoma committed, as you said, 22 Power 5 offers. I did my homework on him, and it was one of those things to where I feel like I'm just as good, if not better than you. So I'm going to go out and prove it tonight. And that was my mindset going into the game.
What a great way to motivate yourself. And obviously you had a big game and out-dueling him in a game that had a lot of points. Now, Eli, you look at that win. USA Today is calling this a major statement win for your program. By the way, I picked it before it happened, but what did it tell you about yourselves and what this team is capable going forward?
Yeah, obviously, I prayed to God a lot about this game, and, I got to thank him for, letting us go out there and win that big game. But, like I said, we celebrated that game a little bit that night and, on Saturday. But, obviously we have a lot of head of steam going into the season. But we do have a big dog this week against Cedar Hill. So, we kind of got to forget about that game. We know it was a really good win, but we got to move on and, try to go undefeated this season and win a state championship. So.
Now, you guys have a special relationship. It goes all the way back to when you were neighbors at 2 years of age, back in the Beaumont area. So much fun that you're now playing high school football together. Kaedric, talk about the relationship and how you guys push yourselves to be the best on the football field.
Well, I think it's a real special one, and not many quarterbacks and running backs have one like us. It's just starting in Beaumont. My first night there, I actually spent the night at his house. That just kind of laid the foundation for a great relationship. And it's one of those things where, like, you play video games together, you go out and eat together, you go out and play kickball and basketball together. When you play video games, you create players on the same team, and y'all take turns winning the Heisman Trophy, on NCAA. It's just it's just one of those things that really motivates you, especially when I'm, like, pass blocking for him. It's like, this is my best friend. Like, you're not laying a hand on him. I'm not gonna let you touch him. It's just special.
So much fun to watch it, and I know you guys are pretty good in the classroom. Together, a GPA that adds up to a 10.0, perfect 10.0. This guy was the state champion in the high jump. He can jump over me, and I'm 6'5", 6'9" with hair, even better hair than me. Thank you so much for stopping by. Congratulations on the good win, and look out for the Wildcats.
I'm Kaedric Cobbs, Denton Geyer running back.
I'm Eli Stowers, and you're watching
High School Spotlight.